What's up YouTube? Welcome to the channel. My name is Fareed, and in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about a recent announcement that the MELD team has just made about the MELD Akamon Alpha as well as the Akamon Beta. If you've never heard of MELD before, they are a DeFi banking protocol launching on the Cardano blockchain. The MELD project aims to allow its users to lend and borrow using crypto technology. If you're interested in finding out more about the MELD protocol and exactly how it works, I'll leave a link down in the description below to their website. Since the launch of the MELD app, the MELD team has been working to develop the Akamon bridge. This particular feature will allow liquidity to come in from the Polygon network directly into the Cardano blockchain. With that said, the Akamon bridge will be released in two different forms. The first form will be the alpha, which has actually just concluded, and that particular version was released without the support of smart contracts. In addition to that, the MELD team will be deploying a beta version, which will support smart contracts. Once the alpha and the beta have both been thoroughly tested on the Cardano testnet, the MELD team will be aiming to release the Akamon bridge sometime within late July or early August on the Cardano mainnet. If you're looking for more content surrounding the MELD Akamon bridge, I'll leave a link to my previous videos and my playlists that talk a little bit more about the bridge and its white papers in more detail. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about the Akamon Alpha conclusion. I also want to talk to you guys a little bit about the Akamon Alpha rewards that have just been announced by the MELD team. And then once we wrap that up, I want to switch gears and talk a little bit about the MELD Akamon Beta, as well as what we can expect in terms of features from this new version. Since my last MELD video, we've now seen the MELD Akamon Alpha come to a conclusion. This officially closed on June 24th, and as we can see here from this article, the Akamon Alpha saw a total of about 25,000 unique wallet addresses, as well as a total of about 300,000 total transactions. As I mentioned before, the MELD Akamon bridge will be deployed in two different versions, and so if you did not get an opportunity to test the MELD Akamon Alpha or the ability to earn the MELD Akamon Alpha tester role, don't worry, you'll have the ability to test the MELD Akamon Beta. When it comes to Akamon Alpha rewards, the MELD team previously announced that they would be distributing a total of 300,000 MELD tokens, as well as the Akagado Token for anyone who holds the MELD Akamon Alpha tester role. Out of the total 300,000 MELD tokens, 125,000 MELD tokens will be awarded to the top 20 best feedback providers within their Discord. Scrolling down, we can see that all of those winners are currently listed by their Discord IDs. And then in addition to that, the other 125,000 MELD tokens would be distributed evenly amongst the 1,500 users who completed more than 100 transactions using the MELD Akamon Alpha. Scrolling down even further in this article, we can see here that there are 9 additional record holders who did also receive some MELD tokens. And so there was about 45,000 MELD tokens shared amongst these 9 record holders. And some of these record holders, or some of these records, I should say, include the most number of transactions, the most mADA wrapped in a lifetime and in a single transaction, as well as the fastest and shortest wait times using the MELD Akamon bridge. When it comes to unique addresses that have interacted with the MELD Akamon Alpha, we can see that the MELD team was just shy of their 25,000 landmark. With that said, we saw a total of 24,805 unique wallets interact with the MELD Akamon Alpha. And then moving along, I want to quickly chat about the Akagado 25 token. And so on top of the MELD tokens that were distributed, if you were a MELD Akamon Alpha tester and you held the role within their Discord, you also received an airdrop of 3 Akagado tokens. Now, the Akagado token is going to be a discount token that's going to offer you a discount on the bridging fees when you use the MELD Akamon bridge on the Cardano mainnet. As we can see in this article, there were a total of 2,748 Akagado tokens that were minted and shared between a total of 916 testers. Now, a few things to keep in mind about the MELD Akagado token is that the supply will not increase. And so now that the total supply has been given out, we should not see an increase when it comes to the Akagado 25 token. This means that the token supply will not be inflationary. On top of that, the Akagado tokens will only have a one-time use. And so as we begin to see traffic on the MELD Akamon bridge, we would expect to see a decrease in the total supply of available Akagado tokens. With that said, I do believe that the Akagado tokens will increase in terms of their value in the future. However, that should not be taken as financial advice, and I always recommend that you do your own research. The MELD team has announced that they're currently working to get the Cardano native token listed on either cnft.io or jpeg.store in order to facilitate trading between its users. The next thing I want to talk about in today's video is the MELD Akamon beta white paper, which was just released as well by the MELD team. And so as we can see here, a new version of the Akamon beta white paper is officially here, including more details on the specific wrapped assets that the MELD team has coming, as well as the ability to pay for Akamon bridge fees using the MELD token. The team also states right now that their top priorities are the ability to wrap the following tokens to bring over to the Cardano ecosystem. That includes Bitcoin, Ethereum, USD, and some additional stable coins such as USDT. I think this is going to bring a lot of new liquidity within the Akamon bridge as well as the Cardano ecosystem. Keep in mind that without the Akamon bridge, there would be no way for MELD or the MELD protocol to be interacted by anyone else outside of the Cardano ecosystem. And so with the MELD Akamon bridge dropping, we're going to be able to see other protocols and other tokens such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other stable coins flood into the Cardano ecosystem in order to be used not only on the MELD protocol, but within the Cardano ecosystem. The MELD team also states that they plan to decentralize the bridge with time. And so here it says, as we decentralize the bridge with time, community members should be able to build and operate their own Akamon front end on top of its node and API servers. This means that sometime in the future, it looks like the MELD team does plan on allowing community members like yourself and I to be able to run Akamon nodes in order to verify transactions coming through the bridge in exchange for bridge fees. Furthermore, it states here that the team does plan on allowing for users of the bridge to be able to pay their bridge fees using the MELD token. Currently, you can pay for bridge fees using ADA or mMatic. However, it looks like if you pay with the MELD token, you're also going to be able to receive a discount. The team did state that the Akamon beta would be released on June 30th. With that said, and at the time of shooting this video, it's actually past June 30th. And so the MELD Akamon beta did actually launch on June 30th as expected. However, since then, we've seen the release of the Vassal hard fork. Due to some of the updates contained within the hard fork update that was released on the testnet, we've seen the MELD Akamon bridge become unavailable. The team has mentioned that this is temporary and that the MELD Akamon bridge should be back up within the next few days. One of the biggest updates that we've seen with the beta version of the Akamon bridge is the ability to now wrap the MELD token. If you completed more than 100 transactions during the alpha, the MELD team used your testnet address in order to send you some of the test MELD token. This token could be bridged from Cardano to Polygon or vice versa, just like the MELD token and mADA tokens. If you're not aware, the MELD team also has a partnership with mADA, which is going to be a DEX platform building on Cardano. In the MELD Akamon beta white paper, the MELD team announced that they did plan on supporting the wrapping of Cardano native tokens. With that said, as an example, they used the mADA token or the MELD token. And so without reading too much further into this, it does look like the MELD Akamon bridge will have the ability or will support the ability to wrap the mADA token and potentially other Cardano native assets. When it comes to rewards for the MELD Akamon beta, those have yet to be determined. As I mentioned before, the team is currently working on updating the bridge due to the hard fork updates. However, once that's complete, I do believe that they'll be pivoting back to focusing on reviewing feedback. And once the feedback has been reviewed and the Akamon beta role has been awarded, then they'll make an announcement about their rewards. That's going to wrap it up for today's update on the MELD Akamon rewards, as well as the MELD Akamon beta. As a reminder, if you'd like to participate in the testing, I will leave a link down to the MELD Discord in the comment section below. And then as I mentioned earlier, if you just want more information about the MELD Akamon bridge, I'll leave a link in the top right hand corner of this video to my previous videos. If you found some of this information in today's video to be helpful, please make sure to tap that like button. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you have any questions or comments, please make sure to leave those down below. I'll see you guys in the next video.